Holy to you too. I'm kidding. I do that. That happens way too much with the shift key, the second letter getting capitalized by accident. Like, someone needs to fix that from happening to every human that I know. Especially me. Stop it from happening to me. Anyway, in between streams, I did every single side quest that I could find in New Los Angeles, with the exception of these 2 generic quests that you get from the machine that I didn't feel like dealing with, and this other side quest that takes us to the 5th continent that I don't want to go to yet. But every other side quest I could find just roaming around, I did those. And in addition to that, I did some random exploration and grinded off a few enemies that were like 9 levels above my party, using my skill to whittle them down. And thus, a couple of us are at level 38 now, Lynn's at level 39, and Elle's caught up to level 36. All that to say, I will be finishing this chapter. Oh, and one other thing to mention. I figured out why I kept losing arts. And so, the way arts work is if you don't have rank 10 on your class, then you cannot use arts that came from earlier classes in the skill tree. So what I did was I demoted myself to Samurai Gunner, where I had already mastered the class, and stuck on the following art. So I'm going in with Defensive Stance level 3, Incendiary level 4, Rising Blade level 3, Tornado Blade level 3, Magnum Edge level 3, Burning Slash level 4, Power Dive level 3, and Assault Hammer level 3. I also spent a bunch of BP to upgrade the arts that were already equipped to my other party members and the skills that were equipped to them as well. All of that to say, I am beating this chapter.
It seems the sleeping dogs have risen. My mind is clear at once.
We should keep this entrance to be safe.
Disappointed.
Focus on the move. Concentrate the fire. Burning Slash and Power Dive to evade some of their stuff. I'll try to topple that one, I suppose. Now activating Defensive Stance. And let's get in there with the Tornado Blade. That aura is going to boost my TP right back up so I can hit him with another TP spending move. Moving on to a different move. Lynn's almost down, so this run may not be it. But I guarantee we can do this. In fact, I can resurrect Lynn. I've got 3,000 TP. I tried to do that. Okay. They're strengthening their teamwork. Let's find another soldier. Whittle him down. I will hit him with the Tornado Blade again. Because that's a big hitter. Hits all around in a circle. We got one last move to finish off over here. Lynn's down again, unfortunately. Well, she's the tank. She's very quickly drawing most of the aggro, so even though she's higher level, all the enemies are hitting her. And it's not really possible to whittle them down one at a time in this fight. At least not really. Power dive. Do I have my aura? I don't know. Try this. Hope to get the TP back. Oh, I toppled him. All voice. Another soul voice, thanks, L. I'm hoping to get Lynn back up, but it's looking a bit dicey. And I just spent my TP on the aura again, but I'm gonna get it back with Tornado Blade.
Spirits of the past, protect us! Primer! You don't see this every day. Move in and do some damage. I'll make them hurt. Strike like the wind.
Toppled, I used Burning Edge to lower fire resistance, so Incendiary Edge should be doing really well. The Jarg's almost down, which just leaves his sidekick. Of course, I have found that she is the toughest. She is making some work of us.
It's not over until the fat baby sings.
Spirits of the past, protect us! Tornado blade! These blades shall make your hearts bleed!
Shooting star.
Fine then, I'll fight alone. Lightning!
Power dive to dodge. Make you weak to burning. Hit you with something, anything at all. Now hit you with the giant burning attack. Can I topple you? Ah, of course not. Wouldn't be that simple. My arts are all still cooling down. I don't have enough TP to get anyone up right now.
Spirits of the past, now protect us! No wonder my prince so promising. Take this! My mind is clear. This is my chance.
Okay, I can get someone up. I choose Elma.
Shake up. Shadow strike. Lightning blade. Now, melee attacks. Shall make your hearts bleed.
Staggered. Charge up. Stagger her again so I can topple. Yes. We're almost 2/3 of the way done with her.
I'll make 'em hurt. Shadow strike.
I don't have my topple art at the ready, unfortunately.
Scream edge.
If I can hit her with that. This will do some damage, even though my blaze art's not ready.
Stay alive for him. These shadows shall make your hearts bleed. What?
Oh no, that's not great for Elma.
This is wearing me down. I'm not gonna make it. Tornado blade! Burning slap! Incendiary edge!
Dragon dead and enjoy the next story cutscene.
Finally, a fight worthy of Gunjarg. Well met, but how will you fare when the stakes are raised? Act 2 begins. Equip yourselves as you see fit. Let the real battle begin.
That wasn't the real battle. Why is my party so low on health? Okay, got our health recharged, got my giant robot, let's do this. Hello, Fog. I mean, they are a people of honor after all. They waited all that time for me to beat them up like 9 times before I actually beat them. Just want one mech dead so we can focus on the other and not both. Oh man, we barely put a dent in the other mech during that, even though I was using some multi-hit moves. But I guess I did tell the rest of the party to focus on the one mech. This is where it might have paid off to finally buy another mech for another party member, but... If I get desperate, I can certainly do that. Wait, there's some level 33 mooks trying to help out, and what's that bull? I don't have to defeat them according to the mission icon in the bottom right. It says like I just gotta defeat the main mech here. But it also kind of says invincible. Wait, they have mechs? I thought they were just mooks. Like foot soldiers. We're gonna take them out now. Got my extended scale overdrive here. So everything is still cooling down. Yeah, I didn't get any additional extensions on that, which is fair. I didn't really attack much. Couldn't. This should hit a bunch of them. How many Kaladar mechs are there? Also, from all those invincibles popping up, I'm pretty sure I actually have to defeat these guys, even though it doesn't say in the mission. His invincibility will probably go away once I do. Yeah, we're finally down to just one of them.
I'll make him hurt.
This should finish the regular mech, and now we're back to doing the second half of this guy. He shot me with a laser. Beat that. He shot them with fire. Oh man, Lynn fell. Makes me wonder if I should get out of my mech and then try to res her. Dude is saying some words, but I cannot understand him for the life of me. Sunburnt agony. What you been doing where you've been getting sunburned? I'm using the battle order to keep your tension up. Maybe one of them can res. Now only L has a chance of rezzing anyone. I might actually lose this. L is dead. Looking like I'm gonna lose this. Is this Rain of Fire supposed to happen, or did I just get a really unlucky weather effect? I don't remember it ever raining fire in Sylvalum. That's more of a Cauldros thing. Hey buddy, how do you like me on foot? Ow.
We need to keep our wounds healed.
We are definitely taking damage over time from this. Okay. That was interesting. I have a plan. I will defeat him with money. Being rich solves all your problems, after all. So I have almost 2 million gold. The most expensive one is a little more than 500,000 gold. That seems worth it. And then maybe just to keep things That one we can keep the other ones on the cheaper side. There we go. Now remember, scale lesson number 1. Before you can use them, you must register them. So we might be at this terminal for a little while I sort this out. Registered this. Actually, what's its stats like again? Yeah, this is the lowest armor. Got the highest potential, highest evasion, highest ranged attack. I think that's a good fit for Elma. Of course, I'm going to rename it, as I named the other skill. There is just enough room for the thing I wanted to write for this. Hey, that was the name I wanted to go with. Right now it's a little orangey, but I think it could be a bit redder. You know, like a red convertible sort of deal. Yes, I'm gonna do this for all the skulls I just bought. Which section am I actually doing? It's hard to tell when the saturation is low. Sometimes I'll just turn the saturation up to get a more clear image of what part is being affected here. Plus, I kind of like bright colors. I mean, you have to pay a lot of money for this mech, so I'm glad they let you do exactly what you want with it, pretty much. Alright, let me check if I have any better weapons for it than the default. Yes, I do happen to have a bunch of laser guns lying around. I'll keep that one with the default. Anti-pulsar. That's a shoulder weapon with a bunch of attack power. This is something that inflicts an ailment. I like the ring. I could give it 2. It would be symmetric. I mean, you can buy these weapons. But I think I got these as drops or quest rewards or something of that nature, because they just happen to be in my inventory. I don't have alternate armor for this, which is fine. I just bought the thing. I registered it to Elma. Okay. Now for this one. This is like the tankiest skill, so it's gonna go to Lynn, the tank. Technically, L is also a tank, but L's sometimes not allowed in the party for story reasons. He's still getting a skill just to help out, but I can always move it off of him if I need someone else. Okay. Character limit's a bit smaller than I thought, but I can make this work. Now, I'm not a huge fan of green, but for sake of variety, I think I'll leave this one with its sort of a greenish look, but I will make some slight adjustments. Okay, so right now the accents are orange. Let's make that more of a... Lynn strikes me as a bluish sort of person. What is the... Oh, right. The saturation's low, so I have no idea what this is doing. Oh, I see. It's like doing the tips of some of the parts. Like the feet, and the things in front of the feet, and the shoulders. And, like the elbow area. Let's just make it, like, super dark. Not black, like... Now the visor. I don't like how that light green looks with the rest of the green. Definitely switching the visor around a bit. There we go. That's much more subdued. And I'll leave the lights alone. Once again, check the weapons, because I probably have some stuff. But not for that. That looks good on you. What else can I give? Yes, please take that. What else? I feel like I should give someone the anti-pulsar. Maybe I can give the anti-pulsar to L. Worry about him afterward. I didn't care about being on the server in the first place. Alright, and finally, need to think of a name for this one. I had the names planned for the first two, but I gotta think for this one. Okay, I got it. Do. I'm just gonna leave the colors alone on this one, because this isn't the main character anyway. But I will double check the weapons, of course, because I'd be dumb not to if I have extra stuff that I can just put on them. You can take big sword and that thing. Yeah, someone take the anti-pulsar. Just so we have it. Alright, seems good enough. Do we see the theme in the names? Pretend Elma's is listed first. Not first, but second. Ever way to switch the order? Guess not. Anyway, my skull is first love, and then I bought Trophy Wife, and then Commitment, and then Rekindle. This name scheme comes entirely from the whole Skell fanfiction, yeah, work it baby sort of jokes they were making in Chapter 1. How about your regularly scheduled mech fight? Against the cats with swords. I guess maybe now it's Cats with Swords 3, Electric Boogaloo. Ah, there's the whole group in Skells. Look at it. Look at it. La 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 la. You're welcome. Where's the enemy? Alright, everyone's in their skull now. As reflected in the portraits on the right. Mine is actually the weakest skull, but I don't care. I can trust myself to manage my own skull, and I can let the AI slide by with a little more leeway on theirs. Doo-ba-da-ba-dum-ba-dum.
I'll make it perfect. Now's our chance. My prince needs me. Get out of my sight. You wish. Crippling the target. Follow up. Yeah. Oh, you want to see this? Nice. Move in and do some damage. Get down.
Oh, they bound him. Wait. Oh, I knew we didn't have to beat the first form again. The Masara is veiled in energy, so now we gotta defeat the move. I'm getting out. Yeah, I wasn't entirely sure what to do about the fact that my skull was dead. I'm pushing on. Which one are we attacking now? This one. Maybe I can actually contribute in some way. If I can get in range. I'd love to. Please let me get in range. Okay, having a hard time keeping track of where I need to be. Hello! How we doing? Just fighting the Chapter 9 boss and all that. Trying to stay in range of the giant mechs. Been quite a saga getting to the point where I can actually fight these guys. Okay, it's down to just him again, but that means he's gonna summon the Hellfire, so we're not out of the woods yet. He'll contribute something even without a giant mech. I get this aura up to tank a bit more. Did I topple him? Nah, of course not. That would have been too easy. That and there. Trophy wife's not looking so good. That one's Elma. Let's do. Oh my god. He's almost down. We might not even lose Elma's scalp. Although if we did, it would be insured. There we frickin' go.
I thank you for this defeat. Our encounter has been most edifying. North of here lies a shadowy land of rock and fire. Jagged black stone, lit only by scars of boiling magma. There you will find the Ganglion stronghold. May the tides of war lift your fortunes!
Bad guy was not so bad, huh?
Yeah, he said they're mercenaries. Maybe we could convince them to fight for us.
Great idea, Lindley. Tatsu love kitties.
I wouldn't call them kitties to their face, small fry. They'd slice you up, brine the wedges, add a nice buttercream sauce, then...
Lindley talking way too many details.
Oh, sorry. Was I saying that out loud?
Lindley is not funny.
Hey, good news. Lao was just admitted to the maintenance center. Looks like he's gonna make it.
Really? Thank God they got to him in time.
Oh yeah, Lau was hurt. I kind of forgot because that was 2 streams ago.
Elma? What is it?
Nothing. Sorry. Just a little worried about Lao. Let's get back to New LA.
Meanwhile...
Grandmaster Luxar.
I thought I told you never to disturb me in this chamber. What is it?
Sir, a message from Gajarg. You'll want to see it, sir.
Counselor Luxar, this is mercenary warlord Gajarg, former prince of the Kingdom of Roth. It is with a heavy heart and deep regret that I must report to you that the Rothian people are unable to carry out your mission to annihilate the human race. We realize this means we will no longer enjoy the benevolence of Ganglion patronage. So be it. The Rothian people will make our way as an independent mercenary force, effective immediately. We look forward to settling our debt with you on some future battlefield. Until then... Gajarg, you traitor! I should have known those ungrateful rats would bite the hand that feeds them!
I thought they were ungrateful cats.
You seem to enjoy that, Prince Jarg.
But what a shame. If only I could see the look on what that overgrown slug calls a face.
My prince, what has gotten into you?
You disapprove?
On the contrary, everyone loves a scoundrel.
Is that so? Then we're in luck. From this day forth, we are lawless vagabonds, subject to no one. What say you to that, you Rothian scoundrels?
Yeah, you know, everyone complains about Jar Jar, but I guess Jabba was actually the villain. Who would have thought?
Strength comes from experience.
Even my
That's
cookie
true
got
on
that.
any planet.
Lots of enemy drops, apparently. Time to go visit Lao. I'm hoping with the amount of grinding I did between streams that we'll be in a good position to, like, jump pretty much immediately into the next chapter once this one fully wraps. And we'll be in the double-digit chapters. Which means that there will be less streams to go than there have been. That was a weird way of phrasing that, but... still. Alright, this is the place.
Morning, Sleeping Beauty.
Doug? Is this the life hold?
New LA, buddy. Sorry, no real body just yet. They saved your Mim before it shut down. Too bad, huh? Better luck next time you die.
I see. Doug, it's all my fault.
Save it. Just rest. Elma?
Doug, you beat us here.
So, how's he doing?
He'll be up and around in no time. Why don't you go take a look for yourself? Say hi.
Thanks.
Doug, we need to talk. Can you spare a minute?
Of course.
It's about Lao. I have a suspicion. Well, it's more than a suspicion.
Let's hear it.
The Ganglion were struggling to retrieve that alien mech, the Vita. Lao suggested we go after it. He even planned the mission. So we extract it. And the Ganglion know exactly where it is when they come for it, with Lao's team away from guard duty.
Oh boy.
In this last mission, he gave us coordinates for a lifehold unit he found. Turned out to be a Ganglion ambush. It's too much to be a coincidence, Doug.
Well, what do you think, Rook? You think he's a spy? Even if you're right, he saved our bacon plenty of times. We should at least give him a chance to explain himself. We owe him that much.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Now you got some explaining to do. Oh, 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 oh. Never mind. Forget story progress. Something more important just came up. Okay, now, that said, if you wish to progress to Chapter 10, there is no minimum level. You must have Elma and Len in your party. And prerequisites are survey 15% of Sylvalum and complete the Manhunt mission. Unfortunately, yes, there is. At one point there were plans for multiple planets to be in Xenoblade X, but they had to keep the scope in check at some point. Anyway, this is mission control. As a reminder, you usually accept generic quests here, but... Okay, that's referring to the story mission. Here is the very important flight module mission. One other thing I did when I was grinding was I went through a couple of these missions, and I didn't really do any of them. I just went down this list to see if I had stuff like this, like how it says 10 out of 10 already there. If I take that mission, let me just see if there's any other. If I take that mission and then back out, mission complete. Take the experience and the money. Yay. It takes more than the whole disc. If you're like me and you own the physical version of Xenoblade Chronicles X, then you technically have a working version with just the disc alone. But that's why they have all those free data packs on the eShop, which you better grab before it shuts down.
Alright, so guess
But
what?
you need an external hard drive. The Wii U cannot hold them all on its own, not even the deluxe 32 gig model. So I do have an external hard drive and I do have the data packs installed, so what you've been seeing on these streams is the way that the game runs optimally with everything installed. Oh, I don't have any Meridium to deposit. Okay. Anyway, I gotta save. Well, considering 3 is coming out tomorrow, the first game got remastered. Then, yeah, there's a good chance this will be updated in some way.
Yep, and get this.
That may be a little while away. There are some more side quests floating around town that I can accept, but obviously I am most interested in the flight module. Although that said, I should make sure I still have a skull for myself before I go asking for a flight module. Because I did break it in that boss fight. And I might have run out of insurance on it. Ah, never mind, I did not run out of insurance on it yet. In fact, it still has 2. Yes. Alright, which one of these is Manhunt? Is it in here or is that outside? Okay, no, Manhunt is not in the Blade Barracks. And Manhunt has to be somewhere in New LA, probably in the admin district, where most of the required stuff tends to be. Yep, it's in front of Blade Tower on the north side. Now I know where to go when I want to do that. But as I said, this is far more important right now. Although, okay, I need to give a warning here. The place where we need to go to accept this mission for the Skull Flight module happens to overlap with a place where
Did you?
the most infamous side quest in the game shows up. I will not be doing that side quest, as far as I know. And I'll take some serious thought as to whether I'm even gonna bother showing that. But the introductory cutscene to that side quest might show up just from me passing through this area. So, if we get a cutscene, that's why. Okay, it would seem we did not get that cutscene. Must have been a little ways further. Sure, I'll at least talk about the infamous side quest at some point, but this. Okay, so I need. Oh, it's an affinity mission. It's this one. Okay, that's weird that they make you go to the. They make you go to mission control to accept the basic mission, and then they make you come here to accept the mission here. Also, I have to kick everyone out of my party. Why can't I use the active members? I'm so confused. How can I kick people out? Okay, I'm a lone wolf now. There we go. How do we make them fly?
So you made it. Why am I not surprised? Who else would have the stones to turn up for an experimental Skell test flight? Stones in your head, I mean. You and Doug are the only ones crazy enough to even try.
That's a horrible way to put it, Commander. I mean, sure, previous tests often involved engine explosions and lots of fire.
Worth it.
And there was that one that went berserk and crashed itself into the sea.
Still worth
But
it.
that's all a perfectly natural part of the R&D process.
Exactly, it's worth it.
Right?
Yes,
this is an acceptable price to pay.
Oh, she got you wrapped around her itty-bitty finger, don't she? Doug, too. For all his grousing, that boy just keeps coming back for more. I don't get it. Must be addicted to the rush, I suppose.
Commander, risking life and limb in the name of science is a noble cause and its own reward.
Yeah. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Lynn, why don't you walk him through it?
Right. I've been mulling over why all my flight pack designs keep blowing up. I think I finally found the cause. Conventional skells just don't have the energy to provide enough lift. So I've taken a step back and redesigned a skell from scratch. The result is an integrated flight-capable skell system, or IFCSS for short.
We will never use that abbreviation.
I financed this, and I say we're calling it a Skell flight module. Oh, did I mention I also got the arms manufacturers on board to help out?
Really? You're the best, Commander.
Yeah, well, that ain't the hard part. We can't have any more failures, you hear me?
This time it's a sure thing, my friend. The two of us are taking part in development to make certain of that.
Isobe! Jajani!
Well, if the bigwigs at Sakuraba and CNC aren't worried, I guess I shouldn't be either.
Yes, although we do have a slight concern regarding a lack of materials, don't we?
How much concern we talking?
Well, our final check turned up one significant problem.
Significant problem.
Now, our chances of success are maybe 10%, you know.
That ain't good. What if we fix this little problem?
99.9999999% success. Right, Johnny?
Yes, yes! Near perfect odds, aren't they?
Then the answer's clear. Sorry to surprise you with this, but can you go salvage the materials?
You bet. I am at your beck and call for
Know you'll
this.
find them in no time.
This is
All right.
the most important thing I
Materials
have
back here,
ever
let's
done.
Round them all up. Lynn, you use this time for another final systems check. This is our last shot at it.
Understood, sir. I'm on it. I promise to get this big bucket of love into the Mirren skies before
Bucket of
long.
love. Wait, I got the materials. Oh wait, no. Never mind. That was the first mission being completed, not the material mission. Upgraded coil and light speed jet fin. Okay, I need to figure out where those things are.
Am I right?
Although I actually know where Ox serves go in Sylvalum. So I can start with those. But as for the other one, that'll take some doing, or some Googling. Wait a minute, I'm alone. Oh, shoot. Okay, I got away. But I just realized I'm alone. They made me kick everyone out of the party. I'm gonna go see if I can put anyone back in the party. That allowed, or am I screwed to finding these materials solo? Oma should be right here.
Need help with anything? Stay sharp.
Please protect me. Never mind, it's not allowed. Do I cheat? There is a way to cheat. Here's how you cheat. This terminal way back here, it mostly deals with online stuff. Actually, almost entire... Yeah, this is all entirely online stuff. It's called the network console for that reason. You can take on certain missions with other players. And then there's like the whole MMO thing where you're all fighting one large enemy with a shared HP bar. Or you kill it, the better. But you also get these reward tickets for doing things like killing those enemies or finding materials with the little S mark over them for SPOD. And what you can use your reward tickets on, that I happen to have 614 of, just from playing normally, is spend them on any enemy drops that you want. So if I want an upgraded coil, I can just... Oh look, there it is, 42 reward ticket. The Lightspeed Jet Fin would be there too. So, I can be really fast, buy both these materials right here, and get the mission going that way. Or I can try and solo each of those enemies until they drop the thing I need. So, like, it's good, because if you're having trouble getting an enemy drop that you need, you can always be like, peace out, gonna go spend my tickets now. But am I detracting too much from the immersion of the mission if I just get the materials from the online store? Because if we want, I can go try and kill those things solo right now. Should be possible, at least. Especially with a Skell. Alright, here's my compromise. I will go after the enemies for at least a little while, just to see. But I am swapping skills with Elma. Skells with Elma, not skill. I'm taking the upgraded Skell to account for the fact that I am alone. And I could probably just buy one for me anyway, but Elma's not using it right now. I'm not allowed for her to come with me. Anyway, I'm in the southeast of Sylvalum. Should be some Oxarves around this Ganglion fortress over here. What did I just attack by accident? Of course, the secret Germivore.
Luck is nothing. Fire! Get out of my sight! They're flustered. Knock them over with gunfire! I'll stop you.
As you can see, I have a lot more attack options on this particular Skell because it's not all outfitted with things that take up 2 slots. Of course, each individual attack will be weaker than what I had on my first Skell, but you know, shouldn't be an issue. Do 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 do. One of these arts will get off of cooldown and then you'll pay. There we go. Anyway, gotta find the thing that I actually need to fight. I think, not actually in the fortress, it's back up this way. It's not that giant thing that's floating there at level 50. I'm glad it's not. Worried I'm gonna run into it, because I'm not quite sure where it's going. Oh man, this thing... This Skell that I bought for Elma sure turns weird. Okay, I really didn't want anything to do with your business, what? I was minding my own business till that Z-Dom showed up. Okay, well, I don't know. I know there's more somewhere, but there are these 2 Oxarves right here at the entrance, so maybe we'll start with them. They are putting up a bit more of a fight without my party around. Binding is a stupid idea if you're alone. Wow, I could not do it. That's bad. You're supposed to be the better scout. Alright, consider this. 24,000 force. Yeah, I beat one of them. Time you want to back off? Anytime now? Anytime? There we go. All I got was an elemental fragment. Hey, look at that random little thing I didn't do. Why does a level 17 want to fight me? I'm almost level 40 now, so you should have no interest in someone more than twice your level. Even if they're alone. See? You've been dealt with. Doobie 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 doo doobie. Well, time to beat up that other Oxerve and see if it'll give me a coil. Well, it also depends on enemy size. I actually did, while I was grinding, I happened to attract some level 8 enemies from early in the game while I was fighting some higher level stuff nearby. And like the level 8 enemy was really big, so it still took like a whole minute to... Okay, I didn't really heal my Skell in between fights. Wonder if I can get in that Skell not fight the thing first? Probably. There, just stand still for a moment. That trophy wife get her health back. Stagger it with my skill, then I can topple it when I'm not in the skill, and then hit it hard. Oh, I got it. There's the upgraded coil. Can't believe it only took 2 tries. Usually when you want an enemy drop, it takes forever. Alright, I have to figure out where in Oblivia do I find an Atragon. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Let's just go with this one. Alright. The wiki is telling me near Site 311. Nine, 312, 311. Great. We arrived during... Are we hearing a heat wave? Am I taking damage over time? I don't suppose there's a base camp nearby to, like, change the time. Let me try just re-warping to the exact same spot. Let's see if that helps. Rain. Rain is fine. Rain doesn't hurt my skill. Now, Atragon. Is that it? Manta Ray thing? No, that's a false swell. Soldiers nearby. Oh, there's this thing over here. I didn't do this yet. Well, they are made of metal. Metal gets hot. I mean, if you've been inside a hot car, I'm sure it's not very pleasant for the car itself. You're an Ichthys, not a Atragon. Seriously, I'm not doing all that swerving. Just kind of does that. A Dylus. Falswell. Dylus. I'm trying to target the thing up there just to see what it is. It's a Levitaph.
We need to fight back.
Maybe the wiki meant in the other direction. If it meant the other direction, then it would mean jump down here. another Levitath. Oh, there it is. Right next to that level 44 Tyrant. Well, here's hoping I don't attract the Tyrant. Hey, get over here. Ah, they are chipping away. Yeah, that one attack was enough for you. I'm just dealing with a single level 28 monster in my level 39 giant mech. Feel like I have the advantage. I do not want to attract that nearly level 50 monkey. Yeah, I'm gonna fight you on foot for a little bit. Topple you down. Supercharge myself. Get back in the net. There we go. What did we get? What did we get? Is that horn what we needed? No, we need a light speed dead pin. Oh, we got another group over here. I can.
Take a break from attacking.
Okay, I needed to check which enemy locked onto me. I got not looking to fight a tyrant solo.
Keep firing. Let's ride this out.
Ah, once again, the friend wants to fight.
Real soldiers fight on the ground. Down they go. Strike like the wind. Burning slash. I've been staggered.
Where'd it go? La 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 la.
Using my scout. I'm cutting you. You can't ask this. This should do it. I've been staggered.
Over here, buddy. Away from the other monster I don't want to fight. I should finish it. Question is, did it or its buddy drop the fin? No. Alright, let me double check. There are a few varieties of Atragon. Let me make sure that this one even has a chance of dropping it. Okay, when I search directly for Lightspeed Jetfin, I get a recommendation to try a different type of Atragon in a different area. Oh, that's not the birthday I wanted. Oh. There we go. This said northwest of Site 312. Not you. Nope. On day star. I think they said they were near the river. No. There it is. It also says this is a more rare drop, not one of the more common drops, so I guess I shouldn't feel bad if I don't get it. No. Since there's a couple more in this area, I might as well try. That one did not drop anything. Moving on.
Keep firing. Let's ride this out.
That one also did not drop anything. Hero, blah 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 blah, Xenoblade, blah blah blah, use the mech and then they're dead. Still no drop. I understand not dropping the material I need, but not dropping anything is a bit much. neither of those two dropped anything either. Okay, well, I gave it a good, honest effort, but now it's time to cheat. Cheating time, cheating time. I know this is not the right terminal, but I'm gonna do one other thing while I'm here. There we go, you can exchange Marinium for Skell fuel if you're using a bunch. And on that Skell, I actually was running through fuel quite a bit faster because I was spamming the giant attack, so. Anyway, I gotta get to L for light speed. Only 50 reward tickets. Oh look, now we can go back and progress the mission. Glad we legitimately found that legit spin from that legit Atragon. I did get the other material legit.
The hell did you do, Lynn?
I don't know. Just give me a second. Ah! I had the amp furnace circuit in backwards. I am so sorry. I can't believe I'd do something that dumb in the final check.
Oh, you're back. I take it you managed to gather the materials? As you can see, the test flight's gonna need to be postponed. Maybe canceled entirely. Sorry for the bad news after all your hard work.
No, wait! I'll handle the repairs and resolve the final issues myself. Commander, please. I need this to work. I need to make it happen. It's the last homework assignment I'll ever have. Please, let me complete it.
I understand where you're coming from, Lynn, but it's not my call. That last slip-up has the Sakuraba guys spooked. The higher-ups aren't gonna be happy unless this thing can be mass-produced.
But all my work...
The apple really doesn't fall far from the tree. Don't worry about it, Fandom. I'll convince my people. I may just be a humble engineer, but I've given my life to Sakuraba. Let an old man cash in some of his favors.
Thank you, Isobe.
Well, that's one problem down. But this death trap still needs a pilot. After that little display before, I doubt anyone will be nuts enough to volunteer.
Pick me, pick me, pick me.
You'd have to be real crazy.
Thank you so much. I swear I'll make this thing work.
Now that that's settled, when can you have this bucket of bolts fixed?
I'll have it ready by tomorrow.
Alright, you've got till morning. Past that, I'll have to call it off for now. The higher-ups will want to take another long look and decide if this is still where they want to spend their money.
Understood. I won't let everyone's hard work go to waste. And I won't let down my brave test pilot either. I swear. It's done. I did it! I swear it's totally safe and secure this time, Commander. We dreamed of a Skell that can fly through the air, and now it's finally here.
Looks that way to me. And trust me, I looked close. This thing should work. Better work. What do you say? Ready to put your life in the hands of this thing?
To mama.
That's the spirit. Should be a hell of a view from up there. Assuming you get up there.
It'll fly, jeez. Do you trust me on this or not? Oh, come on! We're gonna go on a perfect test flight and show all these naysayers what's up.
Alright, let's get this party started. Fly her to the specified point to start. It's a spot we haven't been able to reach before now.
The perfect landing point for our test flight.
I thought so. We'll be monitoring your progress from here. Good luck.
Oh, and whatever you do, don't damage the Skell.
I think what you meant to say was come home safe.
Oh, wrong way. Do. This is it. Enjoy the Skell Flight song. Anyway, I showed off what happens if you fly too high, you hit the invisible sky wall. And there is no data probe in the sky. There is just a good location for a data probe in the sky, and we have to put it there.
I gotta say, it looked pretty fun. How did it feel?
Any problems? Tell me everything down to the tiniest detail. I need it all.
We brought the probe with us.
I felt like I was flying myself, and that's just from watching you down here. You could go anywhere with that skill.
Well, in any case, you make it back to New LA in one piece, and we'll call this a success.
Just make sure to stay focused, okay? I know you'll make it home without a scratch.
Well, I'm right here next to the— oh my god! I'm not gonna make it back in one piece if there's some level 60 enemy targeting me. Apparently I am dying today. I guess the test was a failure. I just wanted to hit the button on this thing. Where was that enemy even? Where was it? There's a level 57 over there, but it's passive. Okay, I have no idea where that thing came from. Anyway, flight controls, if you hold the jump button, you'll ascend. If you hold ZL, you'll descend. You are constantly expending fuel while flying, so pros make note of that.
Welcome back. That was one hell of a maiden flight. She passed the test. We'll get rolling on mass production ASAP.
Yes! This makes everything worth it. Sure, I put poor Doug through hell and wound up wasting some rare materials. But I had to do this. I had to make my dream a reality. You know, before they died, my parents began this as an independent research project. But they passed away before they could finish the design. That's how the flight pack got started. A device that can let any Skell fly still feels like science fiction. I can't imagine what possessed them to even attempt such a thing. But I knew I had to finish what they started. I felt like I'd never be a worthy engineer if I didn't. So, I called it my last homework assignment.
Those are some big shoes to fill. You can rest assured that your folks would be proud as hell. You know that, right? You did good, kid. You too. Thanks for all your support. Damn straight. Once we get our people trained up on these, those ganglion are history. All right, enough jibber-jabber. It's time to get flying. With eyes in the sky, we'll track down that damn life-hold core in no time.
The flight module project is off the ground. Your skulls have been modified with the new flight tech. with that, we can now go to any location on the entire planet, barring that we don't get killed by enemies in said area. But, you know, other than that little thing, let's see. I am gonna do one last thing before I wrap things up, and it requires going back to the barracks.
Need help with anything?
First, I'm gonna reassemble my party so that I'm not a lone wolf anymore. That menu is so tough.
Stay sharp.
Hey, Monolith, if you do end up porting Xenoblade X to the Switch, can you make that menu a bit easier to navigate? Thanks.
Anything I can help with? Okay, let's move out.
The dialogue was updated to mention the flight module. That's neat. It seems I don't have a Skell registered to me anymore. I wonder what happened there. Alright, now that I've reassembled the party. Since I mentioned it earlier, even though I do not plan on doing the entire thing, I am going to go off the most infamous side quest in the game, or at least how it starts, and why it's the most infamous side quest in the game. Just so I can mark it off my map, really. On my original file for Xenoblade X, I have 98.6%. And it's never gonna hit 100 because I never optimized my skills in quite the right way, so unless I want to grind for many hours, I got to explain that. Remember these... not that. Remember these classes? And how I've been switching between them on this playthrough because as you fight stuff, you get experience for your classes. So to be really equipped for endgame, you are going to want, like, certain skills from each branch. And on my original playthrough, I misunderstood. I thought I had to stick with one for the entire game, and I never got access to any skills besides the duelist. Now, I could still level up the other classes on that file, but it would take forever because I'm level 60. And if I fight anything below level 60, which is most of the enemies, I'm gonna get a very trash amount of class experience. And it'll just take way too long. But I'm not equipped for the stuff that's over level 60 that would give me decent class experience because I did not get the class experience in the first place. It's a very weird loop. Anyway, somewhere in this area should be something interesting. Am I looking in the right place? I'm almost looking in the right place. I need to go a bit closer to the hangar. And as far as the best tutorial question goes, I'd say the first game got it the most right. Like, not 100% the best. But, 2, there are some errors, and while I didn't have a problem with 2's battle system and I managed to understand it despite the tutorials, a lot of people just say it's bad. And I don't want to invalidate the opinion of a bunch of people, but I really didn't have a problem with 2's battle system at all. See, this game really doesn't teach you much. Yes, like, apparently there are actual errors, and that somehow didn't affect me when I was playing the game.
Ooh, hey!
And then there's other stuff that's not errors, but is misleading. But in Xenoblade Chronicles 1, after you, there's a bunch of written tutorials and you can view them anytime. And when you get a new party member, you can actually view their tutorial as a dialogue between the characters that explains, you know, how they operate in a conversational tone, so it's pretty easy to pick up. Where is this thing I'm looking for? Still a bit further south somehow? Oh, I see it. Okay. Here's our introduction to the most infamous side quest in the game. Clap, clap, clap. Do you hear that? The footsteps? Is that death creeping up behind you? Or are they your own steps as you ascend the gallows? Either way, each step brings you closer to your own end. The end begins. Good morning, good morning. I'm hanging up on you. Patience, friend, patience. You wouldn't want to miss the blood lobster's helpful hint, would you? You might just die for it. But first, a game! Do you see that toy in front of you? Pick it up and throw it as far as you can. Hurry now. And if you don't, boom! It's true, it's true. Listen to its heart if you don't believe me. Clip, clip, clop. You hear that? Footsteps? Death creeping up behind you? Or are they your own steps as you ascend the gallows? I am the Blood Lobster, Grim Reaper of New LA. You owe your life to me. Humans, Xenos, matters. This rotten heart and everyone on it will end in a wall of fire and pain. No one gets out alive. Do you hear those little heartbeats? I've left 100 of these adorable little presents all around the city. The only one who knows. But if you tell another soul, boom. Uh-oh, I hear Death's footsteps getting closer. I'd start running if you hope to beat me to the bang. Safely recover the stuffed lobsters from around New LA. As long as you're you, Azran, the countdown will not stop. Now run, run and suffer. Dance to the mad tune of your own inexorable failure. I almost forgot to mention something important. I left some of my feisty little babies in places that can only be reached with a skell. If you don't have one yet, it's time to pull up those grown-up pants and get clearance from that idiot commander of yours. That's all for now. Next thing you hear from me will be boom. Luckily my little baby's waiting. Tick-tock. So now, upon activation, there will be 99 of those red lobsters, and you saw how tiny that was, scattered around the city. The idea is to find them all. Completion of this quest requires the Skell flight module, not just the Skell. That part's a bit misleading. Sounds like what he said. He said you need a Skell, which is true. But what he didn't say is that you're gonna need to be able to fly. So this ends up being a very long-term quest if you accept it as soon as it becomes available. And you gotta try and keep track of which ones you found and which ones you haven't found, and oh boy. In fact, I believe I remember one location off the top of my head. Just to show it off. Marked? No. If I remember right, there is a blood lobster at the top of Blade Tower. Let's see if I'm right about this. Did my memory steer me right? Because I may not have gotten 100% on my other file, but I did collect all the blood lobsters. I have beaten this side quest. And it's a pain of a side quest, but I beat it. Because at the time I intended to get 100%. I didn't realize that there would be other things I wouldn't be able to do. Is it off like one of the sides or something? Oh my god. Want to see me fall all the way down the Blade Tower? I really thought there was one on the roof. Oh, I may want to hit the return to skull button. Well, if there's not one on top of the tower, then maybe I'm wrong about needing to fly. But I thought for sure that there was one all the way up here. And that you needed the flight module. But if I misremembered that, then oh well. Maybe on this side building? Any red? Not on any of these connecting pieces. There is also this side. Do 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 do. I'd like to find one just to like go off. As I said, I'm not going to spend time on stream relocating all 99 of these. Unless I just like get in the mood for some hide and seek, then I could boot this game up. I could boot up this file and be like, let's look for lobsters. Yes, the first one has to be the one that I found to trigger the cutscene. The others will not show up until you find that one. And there are NPCs that kind of point you in its direction to let you know that it's a thing. Okay, wait. You see that lobster right there? That's what. There was a. There it is. Okay, look. Look at this little. It actually changed into a red item orb icon from this distance away. And now I'm descending, and it's back to its lobstery self. That's supposed to happen? Is it changing? Anyway, this one's close to the ground. You can just jump up to this one normally. This is how they all look. Just kind of sitting out like that. I swear they're jerks on some of these. Trying to think to myself, where is a jerkishly hidden one? There's one on top of that crane. Just saw the red item orb thing happen again. But you don't need a skill to get that one. You can totally walk up it. Also, there's another one. Was I wrong? Do you not need the flight module? Perhaps. Also, I don't think the outer perimeter is out of the question. Pretty sure there might be some here. Oh, and of course the Manon ship is part of New LA. Tell me, there really isn't any on the exterior of the Manon ship. Oh, there's another one down there. I swear, these red lines, I do not remember them showing up. But then again, I'm doing this with the Scale Flight module. On my original file, I was just doing it normally and trying to find them as they came up. Like, maybe I've just unlocked the secret. There's one on this roof, but you can probably jump up there without the flight module. There's one down there. You know, that's a possibility, but I'd have to look up the history to see if that was the case. One on the top of this elevator shaft. I guess the answer to this quest is just wait until you have the flight module. Because otherwise I don't think those lines show up. Maybe I can test that real quick. Like, what if I go back to that elevator shaft? As soon as I descend down here, it disappears. I almost made that jump. Where did this elevator come from? Down the elevator. Also, I think I saw another lobster over there on those boxes. No, don't get sucked into the lobster hunt. It's not worth it. Don't do it. Even if I did it right now, I would be under-leveled for the stuff that comes after. Because, you know, mild spoiler, I guess, the mission does not end when you find the lobsters. And, okay, you can grab that one without a skill, if you know to jump up there, but I guess the red lines don't show up unless you're on the skill. Oh wait, no, there's another red line. I'm not in the skill, I'm just like super far away from it. Down below me to the right. Did they actually make this super easy by comparison to how it was? Was this always the case? The world may never know. Ask anyone who had the game in review phase. That'd probably be the way to find out. Alright, well. I'm gonna save before I lose my Stealth Flight module. Don't want to lose that thing. It will be an invaluable asset to us. So, right now, my Sylvalum survey rate is at 11% from what I've done so far. So I'm gonna need to get that up another 4%, and next time on Xenoblade Chronicles X, we will be doing the Manhunt mission to activate Chapter 10. And then probably start in Chapter 10, depends how long that Manhunt mission is. But in just a few hours, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 comes out, so tomorrow I'm gonna be having a good time. Not on the stream though, because like everyone's gonna be doing that. And I'm just like, I'm gonna enjoy the game on my terms. Plus I am not streaming 2 Xenoblades at once. That would be ridiculous. But I will still be finishing this one through, so, see you then. Good night.